Yeah, that's a really good point because, we get a lot of flack for, talking about putting husbands and children and home life first.
Yeah.
We want to, go back 2,000 years and Martine, who couldn't be here today, who's at Femininity and Freedom, Martine talks about the almost fetishizing of the Instagram, Pinterest, at home only wife, that's kind of like a trope that's out there, in the same way that the boss babe with her long fingernails and her emojis is out there, right? Like we're talking against the one, but like there's also the other side. And again, I'm not dinging anyone's lifestyle choices, but people who say they're like, right, Sade, you said it's not that you can't make any, if you make $5, like, it's too much, and you got a education, and now you're automatically disqualified for being a traditional wife. Like, that's not true. It's the attitude that you're coming with, as well as how you live your life. It's not what you're putting on Instagram. It's not what you see as, like, it's our interior attitude and our cultivation, and our exterior, how we are living this life in the world. And both sides want to simplify it way too much. Today we're just talking about boss babes. Maybe we'll talk about the other in a different way. But let's face it, it's the pendulum swings back and forth. Okay, that's how it works. Right now we're talking about the boss babes. We've swung too far away. We all need to get a little closer to that homemaker, while not, letting it become just a Pinterestable part of us. We have to bring that into real life.
Absolutely. Could not agree more. So guys, for those of you who are on here, hit that like button, show support to the show. Also, if you would like to support the show, you can find me on Cash App or Venmo, Shay Sade. And I am joined by these lovely, lovely ladies, Carla, Liz, and Soli. And we were talking about boss babes and what it really means, why boss babes are losing, and how to win as a wife. So now on to the next question. I think you guys kind of touched upon this, but if you would like to reiterate a little bit more, why, in your opinion, are boss babes losing? I will start with you, Liz.
I guess let me give a little bit of a context to a little bit of my journey. So I was a boss babe. I was straight up, before I got married, before I had children, I was 7 to 7, waking up early, coffee, driving, traffic, killing it, climbing up the ladder. I was that, okay? And I've always been marriage minded. I've always been family minded. I actually had a working mom. I grew up with babysitters. I never really went to like after school care, but we always kind of had like a babysitter that watched us. And then I got old enough and I started watching my younger brothers. So I always had that in my mind. I was trying to be like my mom. And God bless my mom. She was an amazing mom, but the lady was tired. She was exhausted all the time. And me being her daughter, her trying to teach me how to be a wife and how to be a mom, I was doing grocery shopping with her and cooking with her and helping her clean the house. And I just saw this lady's run to the ground. And it's not my dad's fault, but it had to be a 2-income household. And I always had this notion in the back of my head as I was climbing through the corporate ladder that one day that I would get married and have kids. And I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to be run to the ground. And I got married and I had a baby. And you expect that this baby is going to be this Instagram baby, and he's gonna sleep and he's gonna not cry, and it's gonna be like this beautiful little baby in a bassinet, and you're just gonna be running around, galloping around like happy. And it's not that. It's very labor intensive for the first 3 years. And I went back to work for 3 weeks and told my husband, I don't want to do this. I'm tired. It's sucking. it's taking away my happiness in the home. I'm not enjoying what I used to. I'm not enjoying cooking. I'm not enjoying cleaning. I see everything as a task and I have to check it off, and I'm this isn't going to work for me. So what can we do to make this change? And what he said to me, and this is, I'm giving you context. He said to me, he sat down and he said, I will sacrifice so you don't have to. I will work on Thanksgiving so you don't have to. I will work Christmas Day so you don't have to. And I will work 16 hours a day so you don't have to. And to bring that back as to why boss babes are losing, at some point you are gonna say, I am tired. I'm sure Carla's an attorney. You get tired. And that's why you're gonna lose, in my opinion, because if you're not a mom and you're not a wife, then you don't know. You don't know what you don't know. You can ask any, you can ask any working mom and they're gonna tell you that they're tired. That's probably the first thing that's gonna come out their mouth. I'm tired. And it's not good, it's not bad, it's just they're tired, and you don't want to suck the happiness of what it is to raise a family and tend to your home because of everything you got going on at your 8 to 5. Or in my case, it was a 7 to 7 because I was a nurse.
That's rough.
Right. So that's my answer. I hope that kind of gives some context to my journey a little bit there.
No, that makes so much sense. And I love how what you described, I think, is the tension between the ideal, what we think it's supposed to look like, and then the reality. I mean, you literally use the term Instagram baby. That's hilarious, but it's so true, because when we think about, this perfect image of this woman that can like do everything at like on like 100%, like you can 100% work on your job and 100%, be a boss babe and 100% be a stay-at-home wife and 100% like you're supposed to be like on all cylinders on everything, and like you're not a robot, you're a human. So
you can't give everything 100. You can't. Something's gonna lack. So for me, I didn't want to outsource motherhood.
Yeah.
I didn't want to daycare. I didn't want to outsource it to anybody. And then I also didn't want to have that thought in the back of my head at work, like if they ask me to stay, I can't stay. I have to go. I have to go pick up my baby, right? So you're gonna be being tugged everywhere, and you have to decide where you're gonna go. So either you're gonna stay late and you're gonna finish this task, or you're gonna go home and you're gonna go pick up your kid because you need to see them for a couple hours before they go to sleep. What's it gonna be? Are you gonna cook dinner or are you not? Are you gonna, go to bed on time with your husband or are you not? That's all. That's what it comes down to. So if you're willing to give up those things, then yeah, I mean, if you want to go be a boss babe, you have the option, but just know that you're going to give up a lot of other things. You're going to lose in some aspects. That's just the way it is.
Absolutely.